Hey, what's up, guys? This is Rick from Team Crescent. I'm going to bring you guys my deck profile for Infernities. This is an Exceed and Synchro Summoning combo. So, just want to share this with you guys. So let's get started. To start off, I run one Armageddon Knight and one Dark Refer. You don't need more than one of each copy because they have their limited uses. I mean, if you run two, yeah, that's great, but they only help you so much. And a lot of times I even find that I clear my deck out of monsters before I even get to one of them. So you only need to run one of each. But they are very, very useful. Two Stygian Street Patrols, these are staples in your deck. They help you special summon in various scenarios, help you clear the hand, help you go off on the combo with Archfiends, help you so much. You need two Stygians. One Summoner Monk. Some people like to run two, but I only run one because Summoner Monk is so limited with use, but it is very useful when you get it in opening hand with a semi-clogged field. I had a there was one instance in the last tournament I had opened up with 4 monsters in my hand, Monk into Greffer, like it was just bam. And then first turn, I just set everything up. A very good card, but you only need one. You don't need two. One Archfiend Harris. I do run the Palabyrinth and Harris combo because they open up a lot of plays. They're very, very. They provide a lot of variety, and so I really like this. They just do so much. Infernity Monsters, one Infernity Mirage. You don't need two. Two clogs you. It's a dead draw most of the time, and you never really want to see Mirage like in your hand when you have anything. I'd personally want to draw anything else but Mirage. And Infernity Avenger, the only synchro or the only tuner in the deck. It's not as vital. People can remove him if they want, but emergency cases he helps you. He comes back from the grave. But you just want to ditch him to the grave and then use him to synchro summon. That's his only purpose. I have triple Infernity Archfiends and triple Infernity Necromancers. This is a must because this is an Infernity deck. This is the core of the Infernity deck. This is where all the magic happens. You need to run 3 of them. Only 14 monsters, guys. We go into spells, 2 instant fusions for the instant exceed summoning, 2 MSTs. You don't need to run 3 in this new upcoming format. There's not going to be as much back row as the last format in many decks, so 2 will do just fine. Just know when and what to use them on. So yeah, 2 MSTs. 1 Dark Hole. This card I actually don't know if I don't really like in this deck personally because I never really want to use it. Just because we only have 14 monsters in the deck, so a lot of times when you summon a monster, you don't want to just get rid of it. And it's not chainable to your opponent's turn. So, Infernities are not like most decks where you can summon a monster and then you instant plus off of it. The only monsters that you can do that with is Armageddon Knight. Not even Greffer. Greffer can be negated. So, Darkhold doesn't really give Infernity players much plus. That's why I also side this card out a lot. But he's a staple, and I have no idea what to replace him with. So, that's why he's still in there. 1 Palabyrinth. Like I said, this card and Harris opens up a lot of variety, a lot of possibilities. A lot of times this helps me search out a nether barrier or break by banishing a necromancer. Or it could just help boost my attack, my monster's attack. Like one time I had a Harris and necromancer on the field. I played a Palabyrinth, and we were both top decking. It was a stalemate, and he had 2 back row, right? So it was like, YOLO, just do it. Switch Necromancer to attack, and I beat that guy for, like, I think 5,500 damage in 3 turns. Just kept beating him with the Harris and Necromancer. It was hilarious. Book of Moon and Forbidden Lance. These 2 cards are actually not that great in this deck. I don't find too many uses for them, but they do have their uses. That's why they're in here. But know that just like Dark Hole, these two cards are two of the first cards to go when I side deck against for games 2 and 3. Simply because they don't exactly fit in with the Infernity playstyle. Infernities go very fast. These cards go kind of slow, and you have to time it where you use it. So very useful, but not the best. I'd say combo with this deck. One Infernity Launcher, so good. This is a must in the Infernity deck. There's a reason why it's limited. One Reinforcement of the Army. This is just to search out your Gruffer or get a Knight, and it thins out your deck. Awesome card, great card. 1 for 1. This card, I don't use it very often, but when I do, he comes in pretty handy. What you would not want to see is this card in your opening hand. Unless you have some way to get shit into your grave, this card doesn't help too much, but it is very useful. So that's why you play it. You go for Mirage, like somewhat in second turn, third turn. Go for Mirage. You're gonna win if they let that go through. Or for Avenger, for emergency synchro summoning to Catastrophe or whatever. One Foolish Burial, just a spell form of Get a Knight. And onto traps. I run a lot of staple traps in this deck. Obviously, it's Infernities, you need some protection. 1D Prison, 2 Mirror Forces, 1 Torrential Tribute, 1 Phoenix Chain, 1 Call of the Haunted, 1 Compulse, 1 Bottomless, 1 Warning, Triple Barrier, and Double Break. I run Double Break because I don't like Tour Guide, and I don't run Tour Guide in this deck. If you go Break, you can, banish monsters or whatever freely. But that's because if you run Tour Guide, you could go instant Leviaire, special summon the back. But, sorry guys, I feel that it's so limited in use. Like, Tour Guide is that's like the only way Tour Guide is ever going to plus you. Because we don't have room in our extra deck to go to, like, have more Exceed monsters in here. Like, yeah, like, you'll see. But yeah, guys. Very scary trap lineup. Just saying. Like, all of them hurt. Extra deck, 2 Evolver Chains. The MVP of the deck, he does everything for you. You're always going to go into him every game. Sets the whole field up for Infernities. Double Leviaire. He's very useful as well. Just to get Stygian Street Patrol back, or if you by some emergency break like your monsters, or actually when you play stuff like Dimensional Fissure. This card does so much for you. Like, you need a way to get those monsters back. This card can save you. Onto Staples, Diamond Dire. So good in this deck. You can either pop something on your own side of the field just to unclog, because with Infernities, you will clog your field like you have no idea. You're going to clog it and you'll be like, what? I clogged my field? Damn, now I need a way to clear it. This card does the job. Or if you're playing some player who main decks stuff like Skill Drain, we only have 2 MSTs in the deck, so we're going to need third option, and Diamond Dire is often that third option. So, Cowboy, just to win games, late game. Black Ship, same thing, just different concept. Pappy, very situational, but very useful. When the situation comes, you just want to have it in your toolbox. That's all for Exceeds. Here comes the Synchros. Infernity Doom Dragon, because it's a 3k beater with Infernity on it. And its second effect is not bad either. Like, it's pretty good. 200 eyes. This is what you're going to go into 80% of the time. You could go search off, barriers or breaks with it. Sorry guys, it's tiring. It's a tiring day. You don't need more than 2 though. So, 1 Void Ogre. This card does so much against annoying decks like Chain Burn where you don't expect it. So, and believe it or not, I did play a Chain Burn deck in my last tournament, and this card, the moment it came out, just killed it. It's like, it's over. GG. One Cataster, the only level 5 Synchro in the deck, because I feel like he is the most dangerous level 5 Synchro, because he's so universal. You know, most decks do not run dark monsters, so if anything, it'll at least force your opponent to waste some kind of resource on it just to get rid of it. And finally, 2 Dark Fire Dragons for the instant fusions. I'd like to share really quick with you guys some of my side deck cards. 2 Overworked for a Fire Fist and, you know, Boojins and Harpies. 2 Curse of Darkness for Prophecies. 1 MST. 2 Twisters just for annoying stuff, because you know people are going to side stuff like Royal Decrees and whatnot against you. They're going to have a lot of continuous traps. You want to have as much firepower against it as you can. 1 Soul Drain, just 4 Mermails. They are the worst matchup for Infernity. 2 Debunks, especially with Boojins coming up. You're going to need these cards to protect you, man. You're going to want them set at all times. But not only that, they can help against, you know, Maxi, Effect Veiler, stuff like that. Needle Sealing for mirror matches. 2 System Downs for Gear Karakuris. 1 Light Imprisoning Mirror, and 1 Dust Tornado. So that's it, guys. Let me know what you think down below in the comments section below. It is December 31st, the last day of 2013. I would like to speak for behalf of the team, on behalf of the team, and say thank you for watching this video. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. We will be pumping out videos for you guys throughout the year. We're just guys who like to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And we want to share with you our thoughts and how we play and get some insight into how we can become better players and enjoy the game more. If you're already subscribed, thank you guys for sticking with us for the past few months. I know it's been rough, but you know, we're done with apps and everything, so we're going to have a lot more free time now. We're going to senior year, second semester. So we're going to hope to give you guys a lot more videos. It is December 31st, so we wish you all a happy new year. And we will see you in 2014 with a new ban list, with a new year to play. And yeah, don't party too hard, guys. Have a good one. This is Brick from Team Crescent signing out.